All right, let's jump right into what PMI considers the most labor-intensive and, honestly, the most critical part of any AI project, Phase 3, data preparation. This is really where the rubber meets the road, where projects are won or lost. And we're going to break down exactly what you need to know to nail this on your exam.
Okay, first things first. You have to internalize this one single idea, the master chef's mise en place. And I'm telling you, this isn't just some cute phrase. It's the mental model that's going to help you slice through the exam questions and pick the right answer. If you get this, you're already halfway there. So what is Phase 3 officially? Well, it's the phase where you take all those raw ingredients you looked at back in Phase 2 and you actually start doing the work. You're chopping, you're peeling, you're deboning the fish, you're marinating the steak. The key word here is transforming. You're not just looking anymore, you're doing.
As you can see, data preparation is sitting right there in the middle of the whole CPMA lifecycle. Think of it like this. It's the crucial bridge that turns the understanding you built in the first couple of phases into actual, tangible prep data that the modelers can work with.
So why does PMI hammer this phase so hard on the exam? It's because this part of the project can be a real beast. It's often the most time-consuming because you're getting your hands dirty with every single data point. Any mistake here, any shortcut you take, it creates this massive ripple effect of problems downstream. PMI needs to know you can stop those problems before they start.
Okay, let's dive into the core framework. You absolutely have to know this for the exam. We're talking inputs, outputs, and the big decisions you have to make. You ready?
These 4 activities right here, they are the heart and soul of Phase 3. So if you see these action words on the exam, selecting, cleansing, enhancing, labeling, your brain should immediately scream Phase 3. So what does that look like? Well, selecting could be deciding, hey, we're only going to use the last 2 years of sales data. Cleansing is fixing all those annoying typos. Enhancing might be adding zip codes to fill out addresses. And labeling, of course, is tagging all those images as cat or dog.
Okay, so what does our chef need before they even start chopping? They need the recipe, right? And they need to know what's wrong with the ingredients. For your project, that's your data readiness assessment from Phase 2. It's the document that basically says, hey, this fish has bones we need to pull out, or these veggies are dirty and need a good wash.
And what's the result? What comes out of that kitchen after all that hard work? Perfectly prepped ingredients, all ready for the stove. For us, that means a clean, properly formatted, and correctly labeled data set. And just as important is that final piece of paper. The Phase 3 Go, No-Go decision record. That's the official sign-off that says we are good to go.
And that brings us to the big one, the major decision gate for this whole phase. You have to ask, is this data really model-ready? And does it still line up with the business goals we set all the way back in Phase 1? If the answer is no, you stop. You do not pass go. You might need more data, or you might even have to go back and rethink the whole problem.
Okay, so you've done all this work. How do you actually prove it's done? How do you convince stakeholders and, let's be real, the exam proctor, that you've nailed this phase? It's all about having clear acceptance criteria and solid evidence.
Good enough isn't just a feeling you get. No. For the exam, it's a checklist. It's totally verifiable. It means you can tick every box. Is the data clean? Yep. Formatted? Check. Is there enough of it? You bet. Is it labeled right? Absolutely. And does it all connect back to the original goals from Phase 1? It has to.
I mean, the evidence here is tangible. You can literally point to it. It's the beautifully prepped ingredient sitting on the cutting board, and it's the chef's signature on the prep list. The model-ready dataset is your proof of work, and that go-go, no-go record is the formal proof that the work was done right.
And this is where traceability becomes so important. Think about it. If you mess up here, if you forget to debone that fish in Phase 3, you're going to feel that pain later. You'll see it in Phase 5 when the model just doesn't perform well, or even worse, in Phase 6 when a bad model gets out into the real world.
All right, let's talk about the exam itself. Let's get into the common traps that PMI loves to set so you don't fall for them. Knowing these is going to save you some serious points.
Listen up, because this is it. This is the #1 mistake people make. It all comes down to a really simple but really crucial difference, confusing the act of inspecting the data with the act of actually fixing it. So let's break it down, side by side. Phase 2 is all about inspection. You're identifying that a column has nulls, you're verifying that the data is incomplete, you're at the market checking if the fish is fresh. But in Phase 3, that's when the action happens.
You are actively filling in those nulls. You are augmenting the data. You are deboning that fish. Inspection versus action. Burn that into your brain.
Okay, your turn. Let's put on the chef's hat and run through a couple of quick-fire questions, just like you'll see on the exam. Let's see if you can spot the difference when the pressure's on.
Okay, scenario 1. After an assessment in phase 2 found missing data, your team starts imputing the missing values. So, what phase are we in? Is it A, phase 1, B, phase 2, C, phase 3, or D, phase 4? Think about it.
And the answer is C, phase 3. The keyword, the absolute giveaway, is imputing. That means filling in data. That's an action. That's fixing. You're not just seeing the problem anymore, you're solving it. Identifying the problem, that was back in phase 2.
All right, next up. Your project is ready to move to modeling, but a key stakeholder says, hey, where's the proof that the data is actually ready? Which deliverable are they missing? Is it A, the business case, B, the data readiness assessment, C, the phase 3 go-no-go decision record, or D, the model performance results?
Yep, you got it. It's C. That phase 3 go-no-go decision record is the official piece of paper, the formal sign-off that says, hey, the prep is done and it's done right. We are ready to cook. That's the proof the stakeholder needs.
Awesome. Now let's make sure this all sticks. We're going to lock it in with some super simple rules and a final checklist for your study notes. This is the stuff you glance at right before you walk into that exam room.
Think of these as your if-then rules for the exam. Super simple logic. If you see verbs like inspecting, assessing, or verifying, think phase 2. But if you see fixing, labeling, or transforming, you're in phase 3. And here's a big one. If a model fails later on because of a data problem, you can bet the root cause analysis is going to lead right back to phase 3.
Okay, if you only remember 5 things from this whole explainer, make it these 5. 1. The chef metaphor. 2. The 4 key actions. Select, clean, enhance, label. 3. The biggest trap, which is confusing identifying with fixing. 4. The key deliverable, that go/no-go record. And 5. The ultimate goal is to create model-ready data. Got it?
So let's boil it all down. What are the 3 things you absolutely have to walk away with? Number 1, know the difference. Phase 2 is finding problems. Phase 3 is fixing them. Number 2, think like a chef. This phase is the hands-on prep work. And number 3, respect the gate. That go/no-go decision is a crucial checkpoint before you start burning through money on modeling. Get those 3 things right, and you've got phase 3 locked down.